Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so glad that you guys are here. The design for my platform here, YouTube, is to inspire people to tap into their understanding. I like sharing ideas, differentiating these ideas, and finding ways of improving. The catch is basically perception, personal development, value, hope, inclusivity, and healthy thinking. Like I said before in all my videos, this is to capture my personal development, and I just want to spend more time really developing quality thinking, healthy thinking, and a healthy lifestyle. And when I have ideas that I want to share, or I really want to just spend most of my day really learning from that, or discussing that with friends and family, or posting this on YouTube, it's easy for me to look back and ask myself if my understanding of that idea has changed, or how I've improved, or if I haven't improved, and so on. But if you need me, welcome. My name is Galdi. I go by G8. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about self-concept. I'm gonna try to focus on 3 bullets throughout this video. At the end of this video, I'm gonna share a summary of what I wrote in my journal the other day about self-concept and my understanding of it, and I'll just give you an understanding of my overall message for self-concept. I was reading an article and I really wanted to understand how the people perceive me, or just how my paradigm came to be. The 3 bullets that I'm going to start off with is role taking, dimension of self, popular culture. So I'm going to talk a little bit about those 3 bullets, but mostly with the self-concept. I'm going to define what self-concept is, and hopefully I'm going to use our understanding of self-concept to give you guys, or give myself, ways that I can be more self-aware of my development, or be more self-aware of how I can, be more present when I'm interacting with others, or listening more when I'm with others, or when patterns or behaviors that happened in the past that aren't really healthy, how can I really take the time to pause and reflect on why I shouldn't, behave that way, or why I shouldn't take that pathway anymore. So I'm just really gonna try to focus on those 3 bullets under the umbrella of self-concept. I'm 26 years old now, and I've been through, a lot, but I've identified different dimensions of myself. Each and every one of us, we have different dimensions of self. I never recognized that before. I'm in my 20s, and I've just started noticing that, I behave differently when I'm with this group of friends, or I behave differently when I'm with this person, and it's not a bad thing. It's part of development. It's part of adapting to your surroundings. So the question that arises from that thought is, okay, so who am I then? I ask myself that question. If I act one way, if I behave one way, if I love one way to this person, and I love one way to this person, or I talk one way to this person, I'm basically, there's different, there's multi-dimensionals, there's multi-levels of my personality that I'm willing to really try to understand, I'm curious about. First, I'm gonna define what self-concept is, and this is a Google definition. So self-concept is an idea of the self constructed from the beliefs one holds about oneself and the responses of others. A self-concept is largely a reflection of the reactions of others towards the individual. So right away, when I read the definition of self-concept, when you're around certain people, kind of, pulls a different side of you that can communicate with that person. In this video, I'm gonna actually put the link of a website. It's called Very Well Mind, and it has table of contents defining personality in psychology and how self-concepts develop, and you can go deeper in that if you're interested. But self-concept develops in part through our interaction with others, in addition to family members and close friends. Other people in our lives can contribute to our self-identity. So that's big. The fact that our self-concept is influenced by our family, our friends, close friends, it goes back to what I was saying with us being a product of our environment, a product of culture, of popular culture. So I'm just realizing that I'm multifaceted in my personality. The media plays a role in self-concept development as well, both mass media and social media. When these media promote certain ideas, we're more likely to make those ideas our own, and the more often these ideas are presented, the more they affect our self-identity and self-perception. Social media, mass media is definitely a big part of my life, whether I like it or not. It is. We're in a technology age where, social media is such an integral part of my life that it's something that I have to be aware of, because I don't want to be influenced so much that I don't know who I am. In terms of what do I really like? How do I really behave? What is my character? What is my personality? So that's the idea of self-concept, and I've been doing more research on the structure and function of self. I've been listening to Andrew Huberman. He has a YouTube channel, and he really discusses about the idea of self. He really talks about a broad spectrum of topics, which really it's information for me, and it's really cool. So I'm gonna actually put his link below. You can go check him out. But I've been really listening to him. I was watching a video, and he was talking about conscious mind and the unconscious mind, and I found that really interesting. But I'm at a space or a point in my life right now where experimenting with a lot of things in my life, but I'm noticing that if there are outside forces, that's scary, because it's just something that I just can't avoid. I really can't avoid that idea that us as human beings, we're like vessels, and there are forces that can't be seen or we can see through social media and mass medias that influence us, good or bad, however you take it. But I think there is power when you recognize that. I think there's power when you know that. You're researching, you're reading, you're not stopping and trying to figure, how to add value to your life, how to protect yourself, how to be more cautious, how to really, protect yourself, protect your soul, protect who you are, having quality thoughts. I've been struggling with having quality thoughts, but I think when you recognize that power, when you recognize how self-concept develops, at least you're just putting the time in yourself and you're trying to figure your life out. But yeah, so I hope this helps. I hope you just have a better understanding that popular culture and society and mass media can influence you, and can really, influence you so much that you don't even know who you are anymore. You don't really know who you truly are underneath everything. But I'm gonna read the summary that I wanted to just read from my journal, because when I read this after I wrote it, I really said, okay, so this is the message that I want to get out of this video. So here we go. I always contemplated that there are two opposing forces in me, or in us as human beings. I still stand with the idea of duality and how that can or is a fact representation of the human spirit. However, I recognize the idea of self-concept is way deeper and dangerous than what meets the eye. For example, When meeting people, our perception of ourselves changes, whether it's to love on someone or the part of the role playing. For me, recognition that I can identify dimensions of myself alone is enough evidence for me to be more curious explore, and be cautious. I think when you have that realization, it is a power for me to at least have somewhat of an understanding, somewhat of a control to life. That wraps up this topic of this video of self-concept. If you want to dive deeper into that, you can do your own research. What I want you to get out of this video is add value to your life, remain hopeful, practice positive thinking, healthy thinking, quality thinking, add value to your life. Go outside, lay down under the sun, drink water, volunteer at a police department or a court. Volunteer something that involves civil affairs, something in your community or your town. Go to your city hall and try to see if you can volunteer. Try to add value and goodness into this world, even if, because it will make you feel better when you're giving back, and you're adding to your self-concept. You're adding to what you want to be. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you practice gratitude and you don't give up and you keep, moving forward, add value to your life. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching.